country is so atrocious against its own people, what do you expect them to be doing to the others, be that Afghans or anybody else? I mean, don't expect much from them. So that's on that. If I can. And what was the second part of the question? The use of the land. You know,
Yeah.
Khwaja Asif gave half of these three. I can tell you again. He started it like from the Cold War era from 1979, but no, that started in 60s.
Right.
You know, again, Pakistani former Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto has written a book, The Myth of Independence. And in
Right.
that book, he says that, you know, Ayub Khan, the president of Pakistan in 60s, he went to the US Congress, and there during his address to the Congress, he said that for defending the liberal world, of course, the Western world at that time, we had two blocks, the communist bloc and the liberal democrat bloc, right? And he says in Congress, and that's in his book, that for defending the liberal world, the Western world does not require anybody's permission for using the Pakistani land. So
Right.
they rented their land back in 60s, back in 50s. So Khwaja Asif, for many, it was like a surprise. Oh, the defense minister is accepting it. But there is a prime minister who was the foreign minister at the time when Ayub Khan said that to the Americans, they have always been a rentier state. They have been renting their state. You know, the China-US relationship, they were the ones who facilitated as a rentier state between the two for their own interests. And there have been many other examples like that. So that doesn't come to me as a surprise. The
Right.
surprise comes to me that they try to tell the world that we did it for you. So does it mean that you are not an independent country? Or were you forced to do that? Again, you know, the Taliban, they supported the Taliban in the 90s, left and right, okay?
Yes.
Nasirullah Babar always took credit for establishing the Taliban, right? He was the man, he called the Taliban his own kids. But when the day came in 2001, when, as Musharraf says in his book, In the Line of Fire, Colin Powell called him and asked him to, Richard Armitage called him and asked him either or. There is no
Mhm.
gray area. And they went against the Taliban and against all the diplomatic norms, and over and above diplomatic norms, against all human norms. They handed over the sitting ambassador who had diplomatic status, handed him over to the Americans. They even sold their own people.
Yes.
West. Emil
Yeah.
Khan Kansi. He was a criminal, whatever. But you know, the one of the attorneys, it's on the record in the US, said that why did we pay the Pakistanis so much money for this one man? And he used other words that I cannot say it here on air.